Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. So listened to a Biden commercial today, and he stated how he can bring the country back together again, and the decisiveness. And I thought that was kind of amazing, considering it's the Democratic Party, for the most part, that has been dividing us for years. I mean, they divide us on everything: race, gender, um, sexual orientation. Doesn't matter. And all of a sudden now Biden's going to bring us all back together again? I don't think anyone can bring us back together. I think that we are basically in an all-out war for America, much like what was happening in the 50s, 1850s in America. You have two sides that are so far apart on what they view America is. You have one side, the Republicans, who still feel like Reagan, America's that shining light on the hill. And we want to continue America as we have known it, which is a constitutional republic. Then you've got the other side of the aisle, now driven by the far left, who feel America never was great, never will be great, and is evil. There's no bringing them two sides together. And how we even find middle ground now is beyond me. I mean, you look at the confirmation hearing for Amy Coney Barrett, probably one of the most qualified judges that's been put up for the Supreme Court in recent memory. She doesn't get a single Democratic vote. Even so-called moderates like Joe Manchin voted against her. Joe obviously is not planning on running for re-election in West Virginia. That's pretty clear. He voted for impeachment. Now he this. People of West Virginia's had enough of him. I, how do you bring that back together? There's only one thing, one outcome that's going to happen, and that is one side is going to defeat the other and force the other side to capitulate, much like the Civil War of the 1860s. And we've got various things with the left right now. I mean, there's articles coming out, abolish the Constitution. They want to, the thing about the left is they're not interested in debating you, trying to change your views. All they want is to control you. And they want power. And if you don't like what they want, they will punish you. And we're seeing it happen today, right now. If you are a Trump fan, you're being attacked. Man, they maced some kids in New York City on a Trump car parade. Just for driving through Manhattan to Brooklyn to go to a rally. The hate is strong with these people. And there's nothing you can say or do. And they're already now putting out details of what's going to happen during the election. And again, I've spoken on this before, but I think most of us, we don't have anything to worry about. Where their reach is going to be some cities. And they're only going to have a limited reach at that because there's not that many of them. So again, I don't think nobody needs to panic, get worried about what's going on, or what they're going to do. Most of them, there's a few trained, tough guys, no doubt about that. But what they're doing is they're in there leading the soy boys and the girls to do their attacking. So if the cops do come and stop them, then it's them that goes to jail, not these hardcore paid activists. But I just don't see this country coming together. That war game where um, I forget his name. He was on the Clinton team. He's well known, but they did war games. And what happens if Trump doesn't concede? Which now they're saying, even if Trump legitimately wins and doesn't concede, they're going to take that and start a coup. I mean, they're actively publishing this information. And part of his reasoning was, well, California, Washington, Oregon would succeed. And, my feeling on it was, hey, have at it. We'll talk to you later. Now, you can't have all of California, Oregon, and Washington because other than Seattle, Portland, and the Bay Area and LA, most of the areas in them states are filled with conservatives. I mean, if you drive north through I-5, once you get kind of out of Sacramento, well, a little bit north of Sacramento, like out of Chico, you'll see these signs that state of Jefferson. There's been parts of California that's been trying to succeed from California for decades. But anyway, I'm rambling a little bit now. But Biden is not going to be able to bring us together. And let me ask you this. They're already saying pack the courts. They're going to get rid of the filibuster. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Explain to me how he's reaching across the aisle trying to bring the other side in to get together. He's not. If they win the presidency and the Senate and keep the House, they will use force power, the force of power. And once they do that, boy, I tell you, all bets are off. All right, thank you all. Have a good day. Bye.